What's going on YouTube? Sam and back with another figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AMC The Walking Dead Rick Grimes. This is the 10-inch deluxe figure with revolver rifle and pocket knife, an alternate arm you get with this figure. So the packaging right here, you get an image of Rick Grimes right there, Andrew Lincoln at the bottom. It's got a big window box so you can see the figure and everything on there. It says right here, deluxe action figure. This is for 13 and plus age. Mcfarlane Toys, Rick Grimes right there. Right on the side you get an image right there of the figure. It said they're screwing with the wrong people. Right on this side right here, that's a really cool like little display that you can get him in right there. So there's Walking Dead TV series, another image of Rick Grimes. Again, this is by Mcfarlane Toys. Right here on the back are the few of the little I guess you can say like not positions, but like stances you can get the figure in. And it says right there 10-inch Rick Grimes. And then here's all the other figures that it looks like we're going to be getting. Well, it says Series 8, so I'm guessing these are going to be the smaller figures, but it would have been cool if we get more figures in 10-inch scale. But there's the other series right there. And then right there we got 10-inch Rick Grimes. If you want to read whatever it says there, feel free and pause so you can get them. Zoom out. So there's the back of the packaging. Packaging is pretty nice. I did a review a while back on the Daryl 10-inch figure, but now obviously we're going to be taking a look at Rick Grimes. So let's take this figure outside the package, guys, and see how cool this figure really is. Alright guys, so here is a little 360 look at Rick Grimes. I'm actually using this for, I'm using that new turntable I got, which I don't think I'm going to use for these reviews. I'm just going to use to display my Hot Toys. It's a little slow in turning around, but it's pretty cool when the lights are off. But I'm going to test it out in this video here. So here is a quick little 360 look. It's actually not a quick 360 look. It's pretty slow at rotating the figure. But overall, I honestly like this figure a lot. It's way better looking than the Daryl Dixon, but here is a quick 360 look. Let's take a closer look at Rick Grimes. Alright, so looking at the figure, it is a very, very nice figure. We're going to look at the accessories he does come with first. So you get the knife right here, which is pretty nice. It's a little bit sharp. You can see that right there. Focus in. You can see the handle. And then there's the blade. It's pretty sharp, so just be careful with that. Also, you get the handgun, which he has right here, which is pretty cool looking. I do like how this one looks. You can see the detail it has on the handle, a little bit of texturing there. And then there's the front part. Very nice. So you get the handgun there, and I guess you can call this, well, this is pretty much another accessory, I guess. It's the interchangeable arm that you get with Rick. So this is more of like when he's holding on to the pistol, so you can pretty much get his arm, or they get the gun right in here. But the thing about Mcfarlane Toys, you have to be careful, is that their figures break very easy, and this looks like it's going to be, I'm going to have a hard time getting this hand to pry open and to display the gun in, because it just feels like either the gun's gonna break or the hands, but it's a softer material, so you might, oh, look at that. I don't know if this is supposed to do that or what, but it looks like this kind of, oh, see, that broke right there. So you got to be careful with this, man. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with the quality control on these figures, but I don't know. I really don't want to break this. I'm not even going to bother putting it in, because to be honest with you, I mean, looking at the hand and everything, it's the sleeves. It's got pretty good detail. The arm, the skin tone and everything looks great. You can see he's got a little bit of dirt to him there. But I like this display, to be honest with you. The way he's positioned here looks a lot better. Looks like the gun is removable, so you can take that out right there. So here's like the rifle you got right here, which is pretty cool. There's the scope there, and it's got this kind of like soft material band right there. And then there's it's very fragile though. This thing's like plastic. I'm pretty sure it's going to break really easy. So there's that right there. Sorry guys, I had to cut the camera there. My battery was dying on the camera. But so yeah, you get the rifle, you get the handgun, revolver, whatever you want to call it, and you get the knife right here. So those are the accessories that you get, and plus the interchangeable arm if you really want to display him. I don't want to pry the gun into the hand, even though it's like kind of like a signature pose that Rick does, but I just really don't want to do it. I'll show you how it looks like when you pop the arm off, because it pops off very, very easy, and you can peg this right in there. And the only thing I don't like is that gap you get right there. But you really have to pry it in but you still get some of it showing, but you can see that right there how he looks. And then if you were to put the gun in the hand, which again, I'm not really gonna do, I don't want to do it on camera to waste too much time, because it just feels like, I mean, look at this, you have to really open the hand up, and you're either gonna hurt your fingers or break something. But let's see, come on, can Raphael do this? And he did it, look at that. Awesome. So you can see right there, it looks like he holds it pretty well. And you can get him in that signature pose right there. It looks really, really awesome. And also, he has a holster for the gun as well. So I'm gonna leave the gun in the hand. This just popped off. But you get this pose right here, so you can pop the arm off, or you can do it the other way. Right there, it looks like he's flexing, unless you put the shotgun in the hand. I don't remember how this thing was even positioned. I'll probably have to remove the hand in order to do this. But let's see. You do that right there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Very nice. It's a very, very nice figure. Now, looking at the head sculpt, it kind of does look like Rick Grimes. There's something a little off. I think it might be the beard. I think the beard has too much color to him. But overall, I think it's a... And another thing I'm trying to do here is, like, the figure is a little bit hard to get to stand, just like the Daryl Dixon figure. But the Daryl Dixon figure, I had a lot of trouble getting him to stand on his own, but you can move the feet around. But we'll go over the articulation here in a second. Now, getting a closer look at Rick here. So the head sculpt does look like him. There's something that just seems off, and to me, I think it might be the beard. Not too sure, but the sculpt overall with the hair looks good, the face looks good, the beard's just very dark for me. The shirt looks awesome as well. You can see the undershirt, all the wrinkles, and the shirt that he's wearing over is covered in like filth. You got all the wrinkles right there that's sculpted on. The pockets, the buttons, is the undershirt here's also dirty. Right there is his belt. Very nice. Look at that. The buckle. The sculpt on this looks really good. There's a few little pouches right there. And then there's like a switchblade, I guess you can call it, right there, but it's not removable. And then here's the holster where you can put his handgun, and it's a soft material, but honestly, this honestly feels like if you were to mess with this, it would break off. And the jeans that he's wearing, very nice. Look at the sculpt on that, and they look very weathered, just very, very dirty, and just looks like just he's been through. I mean, we all know that he's been through hell in the show, so. There's the back right there. The pockets, the sculpting on this is just very good. And there's the back look at the shirt. But like I said here, popping in the arm, there you go. You still get a little bit of a gap. And it's this arm right here that was posed in the package. It pops off very, very easy. And we'll look at the boots. We didn't get to look at that really quick. So there's the boots right there. Again, very nicely sculpted. A lot of great detail on them. And no peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So as far as articulation goes on this Rick Grimes figure, there's no head articulation. He's got the swivel in the arm. It obviously doesn't do much because, you know, it pops in and out. And then this arm right here, this arm pops off as well. I don't know why, but I guess you can rotate it. There's nothing in the wrist. This other arm, it's very stiff. It looks like it has a swivel only. The wrist can rotate and it also pops off. I didn't show this here, but you can see his hand watch right there. But this hand's very loose. Oh, he's got his wedding ring too. It's very loose. It just pops off. I don't know why. There's always a lot of quality control problems with Mcfarlane toys. I don't know why that is. And then there's nothing at the feet or nothing at the legs as far as articulation goes. He's got a little bit of waist rotation there, and then the feet have just a little bit of rotation. So if you really wanted to get him to stand a certain way as far as like positioning him, because he's a little hard to get to stand, you can mess around with the feet, and they slightly go up and down as well. There you have it, guys. That's my review. Today we're taking a look at the Walking Dead figure. This is Deluxe 10-inch Rick Grimes. It's a pretty good figure, guys. I definitely recommend it. I did pick it up at Frankenstein's Collectibles. You get the interchangeable hands, so you can get him in that signature pose, but I honestly like this look right here. I think it looks awesome. Also, I got two different customs coming on the way from they're like Hot Toy styles. Rick Grimes, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, there you go, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Let me know if you guys want me to review anything else Walking Dead. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed, share this video, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. We'll see you later, guys. Take care.